Welcome back to Good Morning Kenya. My name is Mike Miguel. Now we shift gears and talk about devolution opportunities, role of citizen in all this. And to help me with this conversation in studio, I'm joined by Chris Owala of Community Kenya. Karibu sana to the studio.
Asante, Mike.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, Mike.
Yes. Now, to start off, I would love to know what community initiative groups support or how they contribute to the whole aspect of devolution at the grassroots level.
Thanks, Mike. I think our work is cut for us. As civil society organizations, we have been working on different frameworks. And as community initiative, we have been working with under the what we call the Devolution Working Group, which is a group that is trying to look at how do participate in devolution. Yes, there are a lot of resources now, lower levels, but citizen life are not changing. So how do we make sure that citizens are at the core? Implementation and the whole development at the devolution, at the county level, localizing development. And if it means that we must fund the needs, and these have not been happening in the recent past. You really throw money, the money in how it's supposed to bring, because we are at the onset, you know, when we got independence in 1963, something akin to what we have in the present. And the Majimbo system meant that have got their own government, but now we have counties, which are 47 counties, and all these are distinct and independent, but they still because we realize the county generate their resources, get money from national government. But if you look at the counties, they are all operating at different levels. Depend on the goodwill, depend on plans of each county. Citizens are saying they are not feeling devolution.
How then are they supposed to ensure that whatever devolution is bringing to them?
You know, first the role of the citizens to elect their leader. When they participate in election, make sure that the people they elect are the them deliver what they want. That's first of the people under Article 1. 2, people signing or proposing the to be undertaken by the government. 3, they participate by paying taxes. 4, they participate by monitoring how their taxes are utilized. So making sure that legislation that are so is the whole thing is citizen. For devolution to be, citizens must first understand their role. In the endeavor to understand their roles, both national government and the county government do what's called civic education. So they continuously understand what is expected of them. Up in that. Yes.
So far, how would you say its inception?
Not good. Thing that has ever happened to this republic. But we could say it could be because resources are there. If you look at Auditor General report, why I'm saying so. Because you realize a lot of the county adverse opinion means that the way cannot comply, does not comply to audit. The money, how you use the money is questionable.
Yes.
Controllers report each year.
Yes.
They are done every quarter. It's an indication that we well as people in the authority. I the national government, but the little that that comes to the county, they are used I think they're used for personal, for welfare, for recurrent more, for financing people's lifestyle, as opposed to the money we have, as opposed to, for example, health investing in proper roads, investing in water, quality water for the people, investing in food security. The money are going in the individual pocket. That's why we have more millionaires in the counties and more poor people. Fewer millionaires and more poor people still. But it could be the other way around. Seeing more people coming out of poverty bracket and having lifestyle changes and economy of those counties changes, and you could see that many people are coming out. But you see people are going down deeper every day.
How can that be addressed?
There are many ways. One is that we must stop corruption. We must make sure that we seal the loopholes of corruption. We must how resources are utilized to make sure that the resources are used to benefit the people the ways they're supposed to benefit the people. We must to tracking how their money is used.
Is there enough public participation? And if there's enough participation, is it done in a manner that is satisfactory in the sense that it is done in some areas, or when it comes to public participation than others?
You know, the issue of public participation has been a big issue. One, people cannot participate if they don't know what and how they are participating. People will never participate if they don't have information. So the public participation, for effective public participation to happen, first you must do civic education. 2, you must provide information to the citizen. 3, you must information in the language they understand. 4, you must give them information in a timely manner. 2, interrogate and make sense out of it. But then 4, there must be a law and how they participate.
Yes.
But 5, which is critical, there must be a process for feedback mechanism.
Yes.
You know why people don't participate? Budget this year, you have raised your concern. You say we need a cattle dip, for example.
Yeah.
You come, you raise that we needed a road. You come again the 3rd year, you say we needed a ECD school. But you realize all this time, all your issues are never going to find their way into the budget. What motivates you to come in the budget the next 4th year?
Yes.
So which means you are taken for granted.
Yes.
Even in the laws that we make, even if you look at finance bill, how citizens are taxed and how counties generate their revenue, you realize that and even whatever you say, they don't care at county levels also. So you realize that citizens are on their own, their own thing, and citizens don't influence what goes into those documents, be it legislation, be it budget. Participation has remained a token. You are ticking a box that we went, but to what extent citizens have influenced that process?
Now, if you talk initiative action groups. What is their impact in terms of promoting transparency and reducing corruption? Devolution is concerned.
The impact is there because I think some of the things we go to court. We litigate where there are gaps, when the government don't do, or for example, if you go to Public Finance Act, which for any taxation measures or any laws to be passed, the citizen must be involved. In those gaps where the appropriate issues are litigate. Two, we engage with the institutions that are mandated to oversight counties. Like our Office of Auditor General is supposed to citizens audit or scorecard, and we work with them also to help them identify projects that has got high wastage, project that got high level of corruption. Then the Budget Control Office, we share with them, we raise through letters to bring them to their attention areas that are not happening, what is not happening right, so that when they do their report, those put to account. We also build the capacity of the citizen, because we feel that citizens must understand that they must undergo a certain pain. Pain never comes without a pain. So we say, yes, this is your resources, this is your tax, and for you to make sure that you must go a certain pain. That, for example, you must wake up at 4 to monitor something that's happening. The road is being done, you understand the BQ, so that you see it's not just opening the road, but it's opening, grading, and so that when the right work is done, you could say this is the right work is done. If not the right work is done, so that we get the most of the time citizens are laid back. Because one, the devolution has been boxed by nepotism, brotherhood, so that when the MCA, the governor is from your clan, you feel that, oh, to account, it's like I'm fighting with my own clan. If I put them to account, the other clan will see me, I'm fighting them. So there are a lot of are weighing citizens down. And even those public participation that at times happen, they're not done in a proper way, because or a young person, or a person like me who at times have difficulties in reading small font, give me a document in the right font, I might not participate because I will not have read it. We don't plan a meeting where people with disability can access with ease, they will not have participate. If you plan a meeting without sign language, they will not, you will have excluded a bigger segment of the citizen. If you have a meeting where you must only do physical meeting, they will not want to come there. They will want to follow the meetings, their TikTok, they want to follow the meetings in their phone, Twitter, or and even Facebook Live.
In other words, you're saying public participation must be inclusive.
It should be.
Must include everyone.
Everyone. Leave no one behind. When you can say there is effective participation, but even that public participation, at the end of it, there must be a report generated that I consulted these people, and I can't include their views in this report because of 1, 2, 3, 4. Or they said this, that report should be available for them to also to have a look at them and to build confidence that you go and put a view on a budget making process, then at the end of the implementation of the project, that your project was never implemented. If it's what you do, if it's done the so-called rollover for next year, it should be done. But it's not never done completely. And that's now where the citizen role is in making sure that they monitor. that whatever they are proposed found their way in the budget, and if they found their way in the budget, is allocated to them. Because, Mike, the money can be allocated to project, but it's never disbursed. Money can be disbursed into project, but a project was never implemented. It's a ghost project. And they're happening in counties. Put for money in the first year of devolution, to date in some counties, which has never been implemented. But money was paid in full. So if that's a wasted resource.
Yeah. Briefly talk about the opportunities that are there in terms of devolution and how Kenyans can.
Opportunities, Mike, because you see now, for the first time in the history of Kenya, you get your money irrespective whether you are supporting. Your resources envelope will come.
Yes.
So it means the needs of each, there's opportunity for citizens in particular for their government to invest in their core areas of development and to deliberately, if you are sugarcane growing areas, if you are fish sector, you can invest in that sector to create wealth for your people.
Yes.
Enormous for counties to partner with the national government, to partner with other bilateral partners to live from this. There's opportunity to create employment for young people. There's also to make sure that your small-time contractors are empowered by giving them job at local levels, so they become big business people. There's also opportunity for making sure that you help your young people who not, because you could identify your potential and make sure that the young people who have qualified, who have scored well, are nurtured and gone. For the first time in the history, you have money to balance your needs. And those we can help create wealth. We can help transform the healthcare of your people. You can help people to have good water. So that you prevent waterborne disease. Opportunity to create wealth and make sure that each county competes with other counties.
There's a lot to talk about when it comes to matters devolution and governance, but that's all the time we had for now. To invite you again in future to talk more on this topic. There's a lot to talk about.
We did a study, maybe I should conclude.
Conclude.
We did a study, civil society organization, on the citizen perspective on devolution, which we'll be launching tomorrow. Because this has been a debate. The civil society devolution working group, we said they wanted to get, what are people saying? So we'll be launching this study tomorrow, but from down to the communities, and we are now doing civic education in the almost all the regions, in the whether the people's issues get their way into legislation, and also we awaken the citizen consciousness.
Sawa. Asante sana.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for coming. Talking to Chris Owala of Community Initiative Action Group Kenya on matters devolution. This is where we cap matters. Good morning, Kenya. I have been your host, Mike Megwe. See you tomorrow.